mad at God. But that block was your gain. That block was blocking the evil one so the minimum of the spirit could be cultivated inside of you. Then he'll take his fire and he'll burn through those vines. And he'll take you through after a heavenly adobe has been built in the tunnel. Because before there were rats in the tunnel. So God blocked this. He sent his angels to flood out the rats, the demons, Satan, the wickedness. Okay? And now he gave you a domain and give you a tunnel. Then he'll burn out the roots of demonic intentions because things are thrown against you in the spirit. And if you look at those things and try to base God, you'll get caught up in those things. They'll ensnare you. It is dangerous to become ensnared by your mind, especially when you're at a higher velocity in Jesus. Okay. So the key to these greater insights, these greater velocities, these greater treasures, these greater books is a deeper submission. I've learned a safe place. And in the past 3 years of my life, I've not been scarred by Satan at all. I've not been scarred by one demon because I learned one thing. Before in my ministry, I would get scarred, but I learned one thing that has given me victory every time, has given me completion every time, has got me through more rapid and faster every time, that's led me to the glory every time. It's 100% submission to God. I don't move by my mind just because I see something, just because I feel something. I fully yield to God. When you learn to do that, you won't believe how many scars I got in my life, how many times where I did stuff in my own mind. Well, we're going to do this because I want to do this in Jesus' name. We're going to do this in Jesus' name. And I started calling shots, and boy, I got tore up. But I'm still here standing to tell the story, to release the testimony, and to give God glory and praise and stand like a triumphant soldier in Christ. I submit to God. And I don't base anything off my mind. I don't move because my emotions tell me to. I don't alter my faith and make a decision because it seems so right in the moment. And we talk about these things, but and I've heard preachers talk about these things, but when you begin to experience them on such a deep spiritual level, instead of going to church and yawning, when that man of God tells you the same thing he told you 3 years ago, you're going to jump up and rejoice and celebrate and salute him and thank you and give him a $5,000 seed. Okay. Because where is your attention? What are you saluting? Okay. What have you realized? Okay. In the name of Jesus. This is good. There's this pleasure that God has given to me. It's making me stronger. It's building my faith. And I don't even know how, because I can't figure it out. I can't even physically, spiritually. Well, I see it spiritually, but I can't figure it out. I don't know what it means. But it's building my momentum. It's building my destiny. It's building my career. It's establishing regions. It's causing the conquering power of God to not just unfold, not even unfold, but to fold. Like you do at a table with a napkin, all professional, all restaurant-like and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's folding inside of me. And it belongs to me and God alone. I can express it. I can share it. Other people can taste it and feel it. And those that are more deeply connected and interwoven and intimate with me, only by God and God. See, the only reason why somebody can come close to me, it's not by choice, it's by God's will. And if God approves, it's not by my will, it's by God's approval. So I got girls that try to talk to me, the Lord kicks them off. But I got people, and I can only have a certain depth of intimacy with them that is approved. Now, I am so grateful to be alive on this earth today, because after I've gone through so much, I've discovered and I find satisfaction more in just being alone with God than I ever had. Before, I was alone in God and I wasn't really satisfied because I didn't have this amount of money, because I didn't have this shit, because I didn't have this shit, because I didn't have this shit. And after getting these things and not getting those things, I'm more satisfied in God, just me and Him, than I've ever been in my life. Because these things, I've been through the will of brokenness. I've been through the cycle of disaster so many times. Too many times. And it feels good. It feels good. Look, we got a key right now. Gates are unlocking in Jesus' name. Gates are unlocking in Jesus' name. I need you to watch my videos and stay tuned. I don't care who you are. Now, we're getting somewhere because I can feel my spirit being released. I can feel like I'm starting to feel You know what I'm starting to understand? Why I've been so heavy, why I've been so laid, why I've been so burdened? Because I've been not releasing this spirit. I've been not releasing this mantle of there's a mantle of release that God has given me. It's like an open revenue, and I see it. There's all this gold and like it's diamonds of gold. It's richening, but it's not for me to stay in the warehouse. If all the boxes in Amazon stayed in the boxes, what would be the point? So I got this Amazon Holy Ghost warehouse inside of me, and it's to distribute. Because, son, as you distribute it, my economy is going to arrive upon your distribution. Okay? And if you would stop trying to look about how many views you got, how much money you're going to make, which I don't like, because this is my holiness, and you're trying to cultivate it in money. You're trying to cloak it in, you know what I'm saying? Stop doing